Welcome, excuse me. Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. Just one moment. All right, let's get started. Okay. The message I received was Deprived Time. Those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. Welcome. So this is a general reading, meaning take what resonates with you, what aligns with you, what makes sense to you. What doesn't make sense, don't force it. I'm being divinely guided to just go into the message instead of reflecting deprived time. For all inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. So, the collective reading will be available on the podcast. The link will be in the description box. So just give it some time. So after I do this live, I then will move to podcasts. After I do the collective for the podcast, then it will be made available to everyone. Just first cultivate and think about when you say deprived time out of your mouth. Try it. Say it. What comes to mind? If nothing comes to mind, then this energy is not you. This is someone close to you. Someone that is not necessarily cut off, but they're not included in this next phase of your journey. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Most High, I thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. I thank you for giving me strength, courage, and understanding and bravery as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading to bring clarity and understanding as above so below. Ashe. We have commitment. So we have commitment here. This deals with a higher calling, abiding by the principles. This is a phase into a new transition that you are aware of, that the number one regulation and guidelines and rules to this next stage, okay, requires commitment. And what is commitment, or how you view commitment, determines the training. Okay. This is like getting an opportunity to be behind the gate because you have now moved to the next stage of balancing emotion. Okay. So I was just about to, let's see here. Okay. Someone feels shamed of what it is you truly believe in pertaining to your passion. And the shame is not on you. You are collecting shame energies of other people that surround you. What is significant to commitment? Emotions, actions, or thoughts? It's my Friday, everyone. Okay, I just got off of work to turn around to go to my second job. And I'm not sharing that for empathy or like whatever. No. I'm sharing for the person whom have doubts and you feel hopeless. Okay. It's just a form of encouragement that yes, you can do it. The set mindset of motivation. Okay. Now the feeling of commitment can sometimes feel heavy, right? It can feel combobulated. Sometimes it can mirror depression, but it's not. It is simply the next stage you're going into. It's like if you don't work out, you know that it's going to hurt. So every stage starts off with that hurting, right? But if you're consistent with the commitment, then it becomes light, and then you become aware, and then you become adaptable. If that makes sense. To the terms and conditions of the law of commitment. What is significant to commitment for the viewer? Sheepish. Yes, definitely. It speaks of leadership. This definitely speaks of leadership here. There's definitely a wand of direction, right? Leading by example, pertaining to embracing inner peace. Okay. This is universal love, more and less of self here. Being committed to grow and empower. For the most part, being committed to your true values, your true integrity, and it seems heavy when that's something that's not being expressed. That negativity and positivity, what balances both elements is the heaviness, because you can be in a good place, right? And the emotion of the cup, right, can be too heavy because it's unfamiliar. So you're trying to decipher how to balance that, right? For your pentacle, your health, your money, and your relationships with people, your five senses, okay? Your sight, your taste, your touch, your feel, as well as your outer ear, okay? Let's go ahead and look at the obstacle surrounding commitment. And you know what? This is literally has been speechless and sour. You know, this is someone eating their own words, or this is people whom are intimidated. And it doesn't necessarily have to be people. It can literally be in where you reside, okay? You have formal and informal, conservative. Those who had doubt, pay attention, those who had doubt are now speechless with strong emotion of, wow, this is not the disrespect of potential. This is literally those who did not believe. It's like your bloodline going deep, deep, deep is a bloodline that is now on the rise, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and look at current conscience, mind, body, and soul, action, thoughts, or emotion. And a lot of people with this full moon, it's like blah, but the direction is being aligned to commitment. You're being aligned into commitment that aligns with you, that aligns with your integrity, your morals, and your values. It's like everything that you said has come to pass, and people are now speechless, right? We have liking. People are now coming in, but someone is accepting the new and not the past. But you must be committed in knowing where you come from so that you won't have lack, if that makes sense. Let me pull a golden ticket. Golden ticket pertaining to deprived time. And it's coming in, judgment. Your good deeds were not evil spoken of, as above and so below. And the reason why those who were in conflict with themselves, you fill in the blank if there were loved ones, just people in general, exes, someone that you're married to, whatever. What this is the test of your judgment. You passed your test, if that makes sense. Clarify, sheepish. Clarify, sheepish. We have the Eight of Swords. Some type of influencer. This next stage is committed to delivering information that's going to help people get out of the Eight of Swords. And you're going to have backlash, yes, with the sour, but with your confidence, those sour words turn into, wow, this is true. This is a true star. Cut through. You're going to set a lot of people free here. And you think that you're behind on time and you're right on time. You have to understand that every realm has its own timing. The will itself, it's like you have this circle that has circles within circles, okay? Let's say it's 24 circles within a circle. right? A whole. And each circle is within this wheel, right? This is the back end of the wheel. And this has nothing to do with different placements because each placement has its own timing too. But what it's saying is this is your placement on the wheel of the stage of commitment. Now with people, with your career, with your energy, on how you utilize your energy, with your passion, right? How are you going to manifest your swords with your ideas? How are you going to be able to balance your thoughts from reality and illusion? How are you going to maintain a healthy relationship with your cup pertaining to your emotions? How are you going to keep that in order so that you can maintain commitment, the true form of commitment? Let's get overall direction. Make sure you go over and listen to the collective read on the podcast. It will be available once this video is uploaded. We have the strength in reverse. Okay. This is not how you truly feel. You don't feel weak. Okay. Someone needs to release the expectation coming out of the strength in reverse. And this is what makes people speechless is the Two of Swords. Do you want to go left or right? Or just do the smart thing and press forward? And stepping into your next true stage, not the illusion, right? Not stepping back onto the karmic wheel, but you're stopping the karmic wheel and you're activating the true will for the fool's journey, which you are exactly where you need to be, viewer. With that being said, let's shed some light on your reading. I'm going to move this spread over to the podcast for the collective. Yes, for all viewers, when I do collective and general readings, I have to focus on those. So it's good that you subscribe so that you can be able to ask questions when I do free live tarot, and you will receive that notification. We have the initiation, rite passage, crossing the threshold. Okay. Or you can simply email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. Okay. Or you can head over to the podcast and click message on that's available to you. All right, that's one more on the yarn. Because when I'm tapped in, and I have to make sure that the reading is aligned. We have a warrior woman, and there's no gender role here. Have you answered your deepest calling? And that is definitely someone's confirmation right there. Okay, let's go ahead and do an affirmation. But no, I do see you, viewer. We have divine, honor my divinity. I honor my divinity, confirming, accepting the new phase for the stage of commitment. Okay. Don't forget, love is kind, my dear friend, and love is gentle, and that is you and I.